I have a question for you. Have you ever failed in your life? Have you ever done something and not get the results that you wanted? Have you ever been disappointed? Have you ever done something and not get what you want? When I failed in the past, I always felt miserable and I always started to beat myself up. It was as if that it was completely unforgivable for me to fail at something that I do. One of the things I discovered is that failure is really part and parcel of success. One of the things I always say to people is, if you haven't failed in getting what you want or reaching your objective or fulfilling your mission, then it means that your objective and your mission and your target is really too low. Failing and failure is one of the key aspects and the key requirements for growth. If you don't fail, then how are you going to grow? You look at a child who's learning how to walk. What happens when the child learns how to walk? They would try to get up, and more often than not, they'll fall down. Of course, they'll cry, but in a few minutes, you see them get up again. And they'll fall and they'll cry. And in a few minutes later, they'll get up again and they fall and they cry. And they don't stop doing it until they actually start walking. Now, if the child didn't fail by falling down, definitely the child wouldn't succeed in learning how to walk. And that's the same for us adults. If you want something in your life, if you want to achieve something in your life, if you have a vision or you have a dream or if you have a desire, and if it's big enough, you have to expect that you'll fail on the journey. And the thing is, it's okay. You're supposed to fail. I tell myself and I tell all my team members that if we haven't failed in what we are doing, then we're really aiming too low. We have to push ourselves so that we do fail. Now, of course, when we fail, the thing to do is to understand why we fail and to understand what actions we need to take differently in order for us to make sure we don't fail in the future. What corrections do we need to make? And that's how we grow. So for some of you out there, if you were like me in the past and you always felt miserable when you fail and you always felt like beating yourself up when you fail, this is my message for you. Be happy when you fail. Learn from the failure. Change your action based on what you learn. And do it until one day you wake up and you finally find yourself doing it. If you haven't failed, then it's pretty tough for you to succeed. Character is about getting over the failure in order to lead to success. The most successful people out there have failed many, many times in the past. So that's some thoughts from me on failure and success. I hope you found it useful. Next time, when you want to do something and you find yourself on the verge of failure, instead of being miserable and being disappointed in yourself, celebrate the failure, because when you fail, you know you're one step closer to succeeding. This is Reza Ali from www.rezaali.net, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.